Welcome back for the second half of Gloucester City versus Droylsden. Currently City 1 down, but you have to say City, in my opinion, actually deserve to be in front. Some great football play during the first half at times, some poor finishing and some bad luck. Has basically seen them just stay as nil on the score sheet, whilst Droylsden, not too many chances, certainly most of their chances being from distance, but the one goal they did score come in after 31 minutes. Tom Paranello caught out a bit on the far post, and David McNiven rose easily above him to loop the ball over the far corner over the top of Kev Sawyer, and Droylsden don't really deserve it, but they're 1 up, and that's football, I suppose. But if City can serve up more of the same this second half, you have to be confident that at least one goal and perhaps more, so plenty to play for here at Cheltenham. Droylsden left winger there, forced to the ground, ball comes up to Will Morford on the edge of the box. Steve Davis manages to turn past his man, cuts inside. Oh, that's a late challenge there. Not a bad challenge, but Steve Davis was bearing in on goal there, and John Hardiker with an explosive challenge there takes him out right on the edge of the box. Surely John Hardiker's going to be cautioned here.
Yeah, Shandy, not the first time he's been cautioned in his career either.
Of course, John Hardiker has a long history. Even at one time attracted a transfer fee £150,000, I think, from Macclesfield when he went to Stockport. I actually saw him play a few times for Stockport when I was living in that neck of the woods. Not half the player he was then, but and certainly wasn't then, as Steve Davis just tripped his way around him then. Lee Smith with the free kick, floats it to the back post. In comes Matt Coupe. Everybody misses the ball. Everybody, and the ball goes out for a goal kick. Droylsden throw in. Comes off Matt Rose for another Droylsden throw in. Just basically playing the ball round at the back on the right, and they've got a break here. And the ball came across from Droylsden, and it was completely missed by goal scorer David McNiven. Back to Liam Brownhill in the left back position, although advanced in the City half. Playing it around in that position, Lewis Killeen strives forward. Back to David McNiven, who puts a... It would have been a good cross if anybody had been on the end of it. And Droylsden play the ball out at defence. Some snapping attack in there. City have won the ball. Matty Rose knocks it into the channel. Right hand side, a City attack. It's Mike Simons. He needs some help here. And he turns Lee Roach beautifully. And he's in the box. What's he going to do? He turns back on himself and then puts the ball across. Oh, ahead. Looking at the back post for Lee Smith there, but it was headed out. But Lee Smith has got the ball now. He's looking to cut back into the box, and it goes back out to Mike Simons on the wing. I don't think he's going to get that, and the referee blows for offside. That was just a nuts chuff from reaching Lee Smith at the back post then, and if it had, he would have had a free header, and City should have been 1-1. But as it stands, it's still City 0, Droylsden 1. Just taking their time really, and then there comes the ball out to the wing. Liam Brownhill on the left, he puts a lovely cross. I say lovely, it would have been if it had bent in another yard or so. As it has, the ball just goes over Kev Sawyer's head and over the top of the net, and it's a goal kick. Launches, throw in, down, and again the ball goes through to Droylsden centre back John Hardiker, and he plays it up front. It's being held by, lovely little turn there, lovely little turn by Kieran Kilhenny, and he releases Lewis Killeen, who's running at the City defence on the edge of the box, puts in a shot. It gets a deflection, could have gone anywhere. Matt Coupe reacts quickest, and he puts the ball out for a throw in. Droylsden take it fairly quickly for a team 1-0 up. Steve Connors has the ball in the central midfield, and it's Lewis Killeen attacking from the edge of the box. The ball is now a bit of space here for number 6 for Southport, Steve Beck, and City perhaps lucky there. It's a centre back. He had plenty of time to launch a shot, and only just over the crossbar. Come Droylsden from their own half. The throw went to nothing, and the ball's pumped up there, met by Matt Coupe. Lee Smith seemed to wait for the ball there, and his man got in front of him, Kieran Kilhenny, and now here he is out on the left hand side as Droylsden attack near the corner flag, looking to put a cross in. He does so, and it's headed out by City, and the ball comes once again to Steve Beck on the edge of the box. Again, he had more time, arguably a more difficult chance here, but this one he skied even higher than the first one. Corner to Droylsden, taken right. Oh, good punch by Kevin Sawyer. It was a good corner. It was right down the keeper's throat. And, well, we've got a free kick here. Kevin Sawyer was adjudged to have been tumbled over. And
I wonder if that had gone in, if they'd ever given it, because he did appear to blow his whistle a bit late there when it came out of the Droylsden attacker on the edge of the area.
The edge of the box, well, a little bit in front of the edge of the box, but he's running onto the edge of the box, passes out to Lee Smith on the wing. Early cross from Lee Smith. Oh! And it took a touch from Paul Phillips to take it off the head of two City attackers there. Steve Davis was coming in just on the edge of the small box. How many yards is it? I'm sorry, I'm more metric. The 6-yard box. And also behind him was Mike Tamblin. So loitering with intent, whatever that means. Another one of those great football phrases. Anyway, a corner comes in from the other side. Mike Simon flicks it on off his back. And it loops up, and Paul Phillips has got it. He's spotted out here left that Steve Beck has got a bit of space, but Mike Tamblin comes across and cuts out the option for him. Matt Coupe thought he'd won the ball. He's lost it. It's come to Steve Beck again. Oh, Steve Beck for the third time gets a side to just outside the box. This time, much better shot, but he's wrapped his foot around the ball, and it just missed the City left-hand post as it bobbled along the ground and out for a goal kick. Lee Smith again, although right on the touchline, halfway on the left of Droylsden half here, by the KB coaches advertisement board. And KB coaches very good to City also. Lee Smith puts a ball in, far post. Mike Simons gets his head on it, and it loops over the top, very central, top of the goal. Nothing doing there. I lost
my cool for a second. I do apologise, but it was one of the most obviously wrong decisions I've ever seen in a game of football, really. It's obviously a Gloucester City throw-in.
Until the next decision, of course. Now here's a change. Tom Hamlin's taken the throw-in instead of Mike Green. Ooh. And he passes back to Kevin Sawyer. He slices it to Tom Parinello. I say it was a deliberate pass, given the benefit of the doubt. But Tom Parinello's ball up front, easily met by Lee Roach. But the ball comes back to City again, and there's a bit of space here. Mike Green's attacking, plays the ball early to Lee Smith in the corner flag position, cuts inside. He's looking for the cross, he plays it, but doesn't get over the head of the first defender, who knocks it out, and it comes to the centre play, and Matt Rose is in there tussling. Yeah, Matt Rose brought down Luke Holden there. I think that was a fair decision. Another substitution, Neil Musto coming on. There can't be much more than 5 minutes here with injury time. Neil Musto's coming on, and Matt Rose is going off. Passes the captain's handbag then, the captain's armband to Neil Musto.
It would be interesting to have a captain's handbag, well, wouldn't it, Shandy, I think?
I don't know.
Thanks for that, mate.
Ball's pumped forward by Droylsden to a tremendous cross on the volley there by the Droylsden number 11 Luke Holden, but the ball's now with Matt Coupe, who gives it away on the halfway line. The ball moves really quickly when you commentate. Oh, that's a bad challenge there. Bad challenge there on Mike Simons. I think he's okay. He's gone down injured, but I think he's okay. And there's definitely a card here for, is it Steve Beck? Yeah. What colour will it be? I guess it'll be a yellow. I mean,
yeah, if it was red, he would have had it out by now.
Mike Simons, to be fair, gets up fairly quickly. I mean, we're talking first half by City being a bit more edgy and perhaps going down and staying down, but do you really want to see that in football? Droylsden did a lot that first half. They played the referee. Here City had put the cross in, and the ball's out by Alex Brown. Now there's a chase up front here for Droylsden attack, but Neil Musto's read that well. He puts the ball back over the defence into the City attack to, of all people, Matt Coupe, who was up there for the free kick. The ball is now out on the left hand side, Droylsden left, played in the channels near the central area there to Alex Brown, just playing the ball about here. Droylsden around the halfway line, and then a hopeless touch, but Tom Hamlin's got to be careful. He gets a touch here, takes out right back, and for some reason the linesman has got his flag up, but this time it's to City. It's to Kieran Keelhenny, who releases on the edge of the box. That's a good looking, that was a good pass there to Alex Brown, who curled one off, and it just hit the post. It was curling around Kev Sawyer, had no chance, and just come off the outside of the post and stayed in play. City in defence. Lee Smith looking to attack, plays the ball up. I think it got a Droylsden touch there, which is why I didn't reach Steve Davis, but the ball is now with Droylsden, and Neil Mustoe heads back out again to Mike Tamlin right in the centre of the pitch. There was surely a nudge there on Mike Simons, but nothing given. Ball goes out to Tom Parinello down the City left. Mike Tamlin with the ball to Parinello, who pumps it forward to... Here's Mike Simons. He puts a lovely cross to the back post, and that could have been so much more. Lee Smith was sniffing there. He wasn't coming in fast on a run there, he was a bit static, but even still it was a good cross, and I think he would have been favourite if the ball just dropped just the other side of the Droylsden defender.
Yeah, possible free kick on Mike Simons there, the ball went in there, a bit of a late challenge, but the referees awarded a corner. Gloucester City becoming increasingly desperate, this may be one of their last attacking chances to claw back this 1-0 deficit.
Cross comes in, Tom Parinello, far post, keeper's missed it, it's in! Back of the net!
Oh, get in, yes!
Oh, yes! That was a tremendous header. I think it's Matt Coupe. Tom Parinello, a tremendous cross. Had the keeper in all sorts of trouble, flailing at thin air. Ball comes in near the back post, and Matt Coupe rises to knock the ball in. I think it was Matt Coupe, but we're soon going to find out. Who knows? Could even have a good attacking option. And we do. Mike Simons flicks it on here, out wide there to Steve Davis. He's got Mike Tamlin with him, but he's not passing to him. He's still got the ball. Difficult to see what happened there. The linesman was clear enough to see what happened, and he's probably further away than we are. I think the referee should be making a decision there. The ball was right under his eyes in the corner flag as City attack on the left-hand side. He's adjudged it to be a Droylsden throw, and the throw comes in, but won back by Mike Green. And here comes Lee Smith. Is he going to crack one? He's going to have a go. Oh, not enough pace. He was a little bit outside the Droylsden box there, and it didn't really trouble the keeper, but it's one of those you have to keep your eye on right to the last minute. And the Droylsden player, I think, thought that was his, and he went, and he's gone to give the ball there to Neil Mustoe. Maybe he's telling him to hurry up, which is quite ironic after some of what was happening in the last 10 minutes when slowing down the play. Muzzy plays the ball up front, and that's the final whistle. And you have to say that's a great point for Gloucester City there. It's always nice to score at the end of a game, of course, but to be honest with you, we had enough chances first half to easily be 1, perhaps 2 up, and Droylsden did well. They came back in the game, got their goal, and it looked to be enough. City didn't seem to have quite enough to unlock the defence until up came Matt Coupe with a thunderbolt about 5 minutes from the end. Would you say it's a fair reflection?
Yeah, a fair reflection on the game. Gloucester City had their chances in the first half to go 1 or 2-0 up before Droylsden scored a goal on the counter attack, and then City just seemed to be attacking in desperation and seemed to be running out of ideas. And then big Matt Coupe found himself at that back post, thunderbolt of a header, past the despairing goalkeeper in defence. And then Gloucester City had the possibly the best of the last 10 minutes. They had chances to win the game. Great result, and shows the great spirit of the squad to come back from the last 2 performances to get a draw against one of the better sides in this league.
Absolutely, I can agree more. I mean, if you'd watched the game last week against Western, when City went 1 down and then 2 down, they just didn't look as if they were going to be able to force their way back into the game. They didn't seem to have that attacking spark. Today, helped by the acquisition, of course, of Lee Smith and Steve Davis, they had so many more options. They had pace down the wings, they had direct run-in, and of course, Mike Simons come on and won some tasty little flick-ons as well. So City looks much more potent attacking force, and you always thought there was a goal in them, even if time was running out against them at the end. So, I mean, a good performance overall.